Hi, I'm Emily and this is Isabelle, and today we're going to make a Quorn chicken curry. So first of all, we've already got the rice on boil at the moment. So this is brown rice and it's been boiling now for about 10 minutes, but it needs about 20 to 25 minutes altogether. So we've just got that on a timer whilst we cook everything else. So to start with, here we've got some natural yoghurt and curry powder that we're going to mix together to make the curry paste for the Quorn. So we're just going to mix those two together until it makes a nice paste. And for the quantities, it was about 6 to 7 tablespoons of the yoghurt and 2 tablespoons of curry powder. So they mix together, just make a nice sauce for the Quorn to marinate in. And for the rice, we used about 100 grams each for the rice per portion, but you can't, it's quite hard to judge, so it's always best to make a little bit more and to have a little bit extra left. Okay, so next we're going to cut the vegetables and the lemon. So today we've got onion, tomato, lemon and coriander. And so first we're going to cut the onion in half. We only need half the onion for 2 people. And Isabelle's just going to cut that finely and we'll pop it into the pan. Okay, just going to pop those in the pan, just ready to go. And yeah, a nice little tablespoon of olive oil would go well for the onion to cook. Would you like to pass me the onion? Okay, so yeah, next we're going to cut the pepper. We've chosen the red pepper because it is one of the sweetest peppers, and we've only used half today for 2 people, but you can use the other half for many of the recipes. And we're just going to pop that to one side. Okay, next we're going to cut the coriander to go into the mixture of the yoghurt and curry powder for the sauce. Okay, so next step is to cut the lemon just in half, and we're going to squeeze this into the mixture as well to give it a nice bit of a zingy taste. Okay, so the next step and the final step for the vegetables is just to cut the tomatoes into chunks. Also, by cutting the tomatoes, you also release one of their antioxidants called lycopene, which is a very powerful antioxidant, anti-cancerous as well, so even better. Okay, so the next step is to take the Quorn and mix it into the sauce that we've made. Is that to you? So we're just going to mix that all together until it's fully coated with the sauce and place it to one side whilst we fry the onions off, which is the next step. And for the portions of Quorn, we've just taken like 2 big handfuls, and they are very small anyway, so you would probably take a couple more pieces than you would. The next step is we're going to cook the onion, and this will take about 2 to 3 minutes until it's like golden brown. Okay, so we're just going to turn the heat down a little bit because else the onion can start to split a little bit with the oil. Okay, so the next step is we're just going to take the Quorn pieces and pop it into the frying pan. We're not going to pour the whole mixture in because we want to leave some of that sauce left to mix in at a later stage, because we're cooking with quite a dry heat, it will tend to make all the sauce vanish and cook into the Quorn. So we want to leave some of that sauce left to make a nice mixture at the end. We're just going to stir the Quorn now for about 10 minutes. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to cook. Okay, just keep stirring around until it goes nice and tender, because you cook it from frozen, which is great if it's a last minute decision. Just going to let that simmer on a low heat now for another 5 to 7 minutes. So the rice now has been boiling for about 15 minutes. Brown rice takes a little bit longer to boil than white rice because it's less refined and it has more of the goodness in it anyway. So it only needs about 5 more minutes now, and Isabelle's just going to give it a quick stir to make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. So next we're going to cook the vegetables as well. We're just going to throw these into the pan with the Quorn chicken and let it all simmer down for a good 5 minutes. Give that a good mix in with the Quorn pieces and the onion. Okay, so the rice has been cooking now for about 20 minutes. We've had a little try and it's soft but not too firm. Brown rice is a little bit firmer than white rice anyway, and it's got quite a nutty texture, so it is always going to be a little bit different from the norm. And we're just going to drain that now using a sieve, just to get it's the easiest, quickest way just to get all the water off. And we'll just put it back into the pan until we're ready to serve. Okay, we'll just pop that there for a minute. Okay, so now we're just going to put a knife through the Quorn just to check that it is soft all the way through and that it's thoroughly cooked. I think it's okay. Yep, okay, so we're finished now, ready to serve. But before we do that, we're just going to pop the rest of the yogurt mixture into the frying pan and just give it a quick mix in, just so we've got a bit of a sauce to serve with our dish, and then take it off the heat straight away so you don't cook that extra liquid off. Just pop that to one side, just give it a quick mix in. And that'll do. We'll take it straight off the heat and get ready to dish up. for changes in the future, you can add different vegetables. Really whatever you've got in your fridge, it will all taste lovely. So broccoli, you can even pop little cherry tomatoes if you haven't got salad tomatoes, green beans, peas, anything you want to throw in that you have. Also, we've made quite a dry curry, and if you want a little bit more wetness and a bit more of a curry sauce, then it's 3 tablespoons of yoghurt for every 1 teaspoon of curry powder. So just mix it up and just throw it in at the end. Okay, so here's our finished cornmeal, meat-free but high in protein and full of lovely fresh vegetables and herbs, and we hope you enjoy.